Hello, it's Bethany, and today I'm going to show you a bunch of different Montessori activities that I have created as printables that you can download and laminate, or they're just activities to do. This first part in the Montessori activities is from actually the days of my Advent calendar, but I realized not everybody celebrates Christmas or going through the days of Advent, so I am going to put this out as a way to get it without having the event. So if you were wondering, here are the 24 activities that you can now just buy separately. It'll be in the link down below. So first I'll show you that, and then I'll show you the free hub of different items you can get. So all you have to do for that one is put your email address in and sign up. And this one you will have to pay. For right now, it is $12. But for the other one, it's free and there's a lot of resources. And if you watch the whole video, you will get to see all the resources. But for this one, I'm just going to scroll down and show you the things, and then you'll click start and then it explains more. But I'm going to explain them a little bit quickly. There's 24 in this paid one right now. And if I decide to add more, you won't be charged anymore. You'll just get to use them too. So might as well get it now while it's the cheapest it will ever be. So first we have the mixed math cards, and you'll see in a little bit I have math equation cards that all have just three of them, but it's addition, 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 subtraction, 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 multiplication, 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 or division, division, division. But these ones are mixed, so they're perfect for second or third years that need a review of these two and this. There's no division on these ones though, but there's a bunch of mixed math equation cards. Just laminate, cut out, and print for your class. And then the next one I love, which is the layers of the rainforest I have created. So what you get is the different layers. And so, if you didn't know, what's a cool thing about the layers of the rainforest is that certain animals actually stay in the certain layers. So you can have the kids research the different layers or and see what animals go where. You could make your own animals. You could just say these are the layers of the rainforest, right? And then another part of my business is that I do tutor Spanish. So that's what my degree is in, aside from being a certified Montessori teacher. And so I love to do Spanish as well with the students. So some of these are Spanish activities. So for this one, I have my apple slices recipe in Spanish. And so it's a video of the apple slices that's actually in Spanish, and then the recipes in Spanish. But of course, if you wanted to just change it all to English, you can and do this recipe with the kids. It's a lot of fun. Okay. And then all about geometry. I can't believe I'm giving this one away. So I made for like levels or grades 1, 2, and 3 a list of the weeks. So 36 weeks of school. And then what I teach in geometry more or less each week. So it's just a list that has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way to 36, and then what to present when, or like what work they could be doing, whether it be a command card, the geometry cabinet, anything like that. Is there brainstorm writing? So I put this in a folder, a three-tongued folder or whatever you call those. And the kids start to write their story, but there's a lot of there's I forget exactly how many pages, but it asks them to do like the climax of the story, the setting, the characters, come up with two different plots and see which one you like better, just so they get their writing started, and maybe with a little story, right? And so then the snake game cards, those are always useful. I believe there's about 20 different cards for the addition snake game. So you print and laminate those. And then the music work. I love music work. This is also helpful for you if a kid wants to learn music, but maybe you don't know music yourself. But as I find a lot of times in teaching Montessori, we just have to go with what the kids want to learn. And a lot of the stuff I do enjoy as well. So this is different. It tells them how to, which notes go on there for treble and bass clef, the different types of notes, and then also a staff where they can put their own notes on there too. And then one thing I always think is missing from lower elementary, because that is what I teach, and most of these are geared toward lower elementary, but this is a practical life checklist. So they have to do the each thing 3 times before they master it. And It might take them a lot more, like tying shoes, that could take a while, but this could also be used for early childhood, and then there's blank ones too. And then parentheses math has a lot of different ones, which so the kids will solve them when they get their presentation about the parentheses, right? And then this one is how I teach Spanish to my class, and I will leave that one up to mystery. And then a Spanish preview lesson is the next one. So how I would do the lesson with the students, because I'm kind of thinking of making a Spanish for the classroom. I just haven't done that or seen if people would like it yet. So this is just a preview to see if you would be interested in that. And then a symbolizing card preview. So I also sell 100 symbolizing cards, but I believe I put 2 pages up there for free. And the kids love these. I love symbolizing. It is my favorite Montessori work. And it really helps them understand where the symbol goes in the sentence, and they're color coded. So it starts with article, adjective, and obviously you would do noun first and then article. So then it's like a dog or an egg, and then they symbolize that. And then when you do introduce the adjective, then you do the dark blue ones, and then it goes red for the verb, and then it keeps going. And then this one is a circle the sight word. So in each line, I would look with the kids, and then you could just laminate this one, just like a whole paper, and then have an expo marker or like a dry erase marker and go say which word. So it could be like this, and they have to find the word that says this, and then they circle it and then go to the next line. They could even have to write them out too. And then a second practical life checklist, the school supplies in Spanish. And maybe you're thinking, well, I don't teach Spanish to the kids. Listen, you can do it. You can do it even if you don't know very much about Spanish. You could still put these words out because another language is important for everybody to learn. And then the ladder, this is an English work. So you start with a 3-letter word like mug, and then you have to change just one letter. So it could be bug, and then you could change it to bun, and then and then all the way up, but only changing one letter, whether it's the first, second, the beginning consonant, the middle vowel, or the ending consonant. And then the genre work, where it talks about different genres. So then this could also very well go with the brainstorm writing, so they know which genre to pick. And the music note pages, um, to write the music notes. So they have to look at the other one from the other work and say, well, this is in bass clef. What does this mean? Oh, it's a C. And then adding 3-number cards. I tried to create stuff that was in my manuals that didn't necessarily have cards for, because you could just pick a random 3, but sometimes kids like to have the guided work. And then a preview of my scope and seek, which I also sell separately, so it's not in here, but you could buy it, and there's coupon code for a little bit off of that, and the symbolizing cards if you do decide to purchase this one. And but this, you get the whole geography section for free, and it's very nice. I've had lots of nice reviews, and I like using it as well. And if you use something like Transparent Classroom or another thing like that, I took my whole scope and sequence that I've created from a bunch of different scope and sequences that I had, all the information, and I wanted all the information in one place, and that is how I created this. But I just took all that and now I put it in my online system, and it works very nicely. And this is punctuation work. So when I give a presentation, like for the capital I or period or exclamation point or there, and there, I have the different pages. So they write this in their notebook, but they can also dry erase marker this one and then write it over on another page. And I do this for first years, but it's a lot. So sometimes I'm like, okay, you could do half the work. And then place value cards, which Montessori has a lot of place value works, but sometimes the kids don't always pick up the concept. So I kind of made these to reiterate. Okay, circle the tens place in blue, the ones place in green, with different numbers, and there's a bunch of different cards. And then the noun family. So this is the noun family template, which you will get to use to make these. So you print off the template, and then you'll cut out the shapes and then use construction paper, and the kids could trace them. And then I always do the noun family when I introduce the the adjective, and then they make them. And then the last one in here is the year-long project about rocks. I love teaching about rocks. They're just so interesting and just such a part of life. And then so there's 9 different activities in there. I'm not going to spoil them for you, but they go all throughout the different subjects, not just cultural ones, but there's math and language and cultural all put into that one. So this is the paid for one. The link is down below. That's $12 for right now, unless I change it. But I don't think I will for a while. And so just get it while it's the cheapest it is now. And then I'm going to show you now what my free ones are, and we can actually look through these ones. So here's this. So my math, okay, so equation cards. So like I was saying before, I have 435 math equation cards. So there's addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, all with static or dynamic or remainders or non-remainder cards, or putting the 0 in the division equations, things like that, all are in there. Then that's only math one I have for free right now. And then we have some language resources. So these are daily editing sheets for first and second, and all of these are editable in Canva. And everything that's in here that is editable is through Canva. And at the end, I have a video explaining how to edit it in this. So this is 36 weeks. I have created these all myself. If you want, you could change what the sentences say, but I have it for grades 1 and 2 right now. And as soon as I finish the 3rd grade ones, because I made some changes, I'll put it up there. But I have them do that every single day. It's mostly capital letter period at the end, and then other punctuation as they go. And that's how I also keep track of like when they should be learning what, because I'm like, oh, an exclamation point. It's time to teach your first years about exclamation points or question marks, things like that. And then this is what I used when I taught early childhood for 1 year. I had the kids pick out a pink, blue, or green series cards, and those had 12 words on it. So they would just write the words each day and then read them to me for the kindergarten part of the early childhood. These are grammar cards. So if you don't have grammar boxes, I have created these ones where the kids can pick a noun, a verb, a preposition, any of them. It's not just these ones, they're all the different ones. And you could also change these ones as well. So they can make their own sentences and then symbolize them. And then they could see, oh wait, it is purple. It must be a pronoun. And then, oh wait, the three-part cards with the grammar symbols, all 9 of them are right here. And then the journal cards, I do have the students do journal every day. When we get, I believe my work plan is up there. It is my favorite work plan I have ever created, and it took me so long. Well, I'll go over and you could read, but it took me so long to come to one I actually enjoy using with the students. That was my whole training. Which work plan should I use? I created so many different ones, which I explain in one of the later ones here. But anyways, each day they pick a journal card, and I used to do journal where I write it on the board for everyone. But I decided that I wanted to do it this way, which is a little bit better, so then the kids can pick which card they're doing. And the red ones are draw. These ones are more like questions, and these ones like, if you, would you rather do this or this kind of thing. So expanding their thinking. And then bookmarks, these are just to print and use. And then a writing page. Now, if the kids want to do research or plan a writing, so pre-writing, I want to write about, and then my audiences, the resources I'll use, and then this is like a huge checklist for them. So this is like a 2nd, 3rd year, but a 1st year could do this. This could even be for Upper Elmore. I did the research. Check. My topic is clear. Check. I organize my writing, and you could see. And then the revise. And some kids don't like to do drafts, but and then my teacher checked my editing, and then the final draft. And it's a lot for the kids, but it's a good way to keep track of projects. And then the paragraph. This is kind of can be used with the other one I just showed, but this is also a good one where it's like, okay, introduction sentence, they find 3 details, and a conclusion sentence. And then the spelling, I just put it like this. Or you could just use a piece of loose leaf, but the thing is we also ran out of paper with the dotted line. And then thankful paper, this is what we did this Thanksgiving. So I'm thankful for blank because once they do the writing, then they put on this cute paper. Now we're going to go into cultural. So you might have needs of people cards that have like the prehistory, the caveman, Egyptians, Greeks, Middle Ages, Renaissance, and modern times. So when the kids do those, it's like transportation, and then they draw what they look like through the ages. Calendar pages, pretty self-explanatory. At the beginning of each month, the kids know it's January 1st, or when we go back to school, January calendar day. Oh, I also like this research fact paper. Um, so they're at the topic, and then fact one, two, three, and four, which usually I just haven't put three facts, but I like that they find four. So if they find a one that's just like so random that it's like it has nothing to do with the other facts, um, then we say, well, let's just use these three. And then of course they have to write them in their own words, which is a good practice for them. Here's my huge spiel about work plans. Um, but this is the one. This is the one that I like to use. Yes, but you will be able to read about those when you join. I think I even have a blog post about the work plans, but it's just that is basically this information. But it is just a lot. I might even have a video about the work plans. So you can go look through this. I used this one for a long time too. And this is the one I use for early childhood. But anyways, and this one, now this one was good, but this one was so advanced for the kids, but a lot of them did do it, but it looks very professional. But when you work with kids, this is the one. This is the one. Okay. And then I just made some back to school information papers that you can edit and click. Um, oh, this is a really cool back to school activity. I'll let you read about that one. And then here is the Canva help doc. To help you be able to edit and download. And then I made a little video just for this that you can see of how to do that. So those are the two different ways you can get some Montessori activities. One is paid for and one is free, and you could sign up for both if you want. Or just go to the free one first and then see all the stuff, because it is a lot of stuff in the free one too, but the paid for ones are nice too. And it's things I've used for years that I know the kids love. And so I hope you enjoy. Please let me know if you have any questions. Have a good day. Bye bye.